I went to church all my life off and on, and I never really got anything out of it. Nothing was ever explained to me that anything in Scripture could actually help me in my own personal life.
I was happy having my children, and I was happy with my husband, but there were things inside of me that I knew there was more to life.
All I was shown when I was younger was religion, so I never really dug into a relationship with him.
Into our marriage, my wife and I were having issues, and the harder we tried, it seemed the worse it got.
I was angry at a lot of things from my childhood.
When I was 19 years old, I got pregnant, and I was doing drugs at the time, and so I was also struggling financially a lot, and I just felt like I couldn't give the child a good life, so I had an abortion. And this really impacted my life, and I sunk into depression. I got more into drugs.
Christmas play at our church, and they did a calling, an altar call, and both me and my husband, we received the Lord that night. And from that point on, we've never stopped.
And what happened was I was actually at a bus stop, and I saw one of my friends from elementary school, and he looked completely different because as I'd known him younger, he was an angry, mean child. And he was walking up and down the street preaching the gospel of Christ with his girlfriend. And I was really upset because at that time I had just decided to have my abortion. And he was talking to me about Jesus. He was like, do you know Jesus? I'm like, yeah, I've heard about him, from my boyfriend's mom. She's talked to me about him, but I was really bitter about what I was going through. And his girlfriend, she just looked at me and she's like, Jesus really loves you and he wants you to know that. And she just put her hand on my shoulder and I just started bawling and sobbing and crying because for the first time in my life, I felt the real love of Christ.
Accepted the Lord. There was a completeness about it, that it finally felt comfortable.
After I received God and told me, I love you, all those people that I hurt, it doesn't matter. I'm the one who matters. My love is what is going to feed you. My love is what is going to heal you. And so, for the first time, I really felt love because I had felt starved of love my whole life through childhood, through rejection by my parents, through all this other stuff. And so after I received Christ, I just had hope and I had joy.
And, it's a process you go through 20 years or whatever, how long it takes. But now I look back, and it's exciting to see where, just what God does, where he takes you from.
If you could have asked me before my salvation, what would your perfect life be? I couldn't have drawn it up the way it is now. We are more than blessed.
And I don't struggle to just wake up. I don't struggle to live an everyday life.
I just want to give back the life I've been given and just continue to serve him because of what he did for me.
The only thing that I wish for is for my children to be saved as well. And by the grace of God, my oldest daughter accepted Jesus Christ last night. So